New Year is just around the corner. I know for many of us, it's just another day and another whole 6 months to write the wrong year in the entries for that we make. But for the rest of us, it's the time to brace ourselves and dive into the new year, new me mood. To help you set this mood and experience a new version of yourself in year 2022, Calm Sage in-house team of experts is back again with another talk show. Today we are going to share with you some therapist recommended tools that are proven to make your life better, shutting doors of conflicts and sadness with self and others. So with our motto of spreading million smiles, let's start. Hey babe, what's
Hi.
up? What you up to?
Actually, I'm making my 2022 toolkit because I want to make this year my year.
Alright, and you have here mask, sanitizer
Uh-huh.
and skincare products for 2022.
Yes, that is for my physical health, Akansha. I'm currently working on the tools that will make 2022 a year where I promote my mental health. And especially tools that will make me feel better when I feel low. And most importantly, help me connect with others on healthy grounds.
Sounds good.
It is.
But will you also help me with these tools?
I
So
would
can do the
love
same
to.
thing?
Yes, sure. I would love to. So,
Okay.
let's get started. So, starting with the first tool. 2021 was loaded with this reel trend on social media. So, I decided why not let you guess the first tool with the help of reels. So, reels time.
So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your time, no.
So, any guesses what our first tool of starting 2022 with the right foot is?
Learn to say a no.
Well, yes, that was pretty evident with the reels and bingo. Yes, the first tool that we are going to learn is learn to say a no. And if you are wondering why to have it in your toolkit, watch our next slide to identify some of its key benefits.
So then what makes it so difficult for us to say no?
Good question, Akansha. So see, generally we believe that life gives us only three options. Number one, say yes and be happy. Number two, say yes and feel bad about it. Number three, say no and feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
I hope most of us can relate with this.
Yes.
But do you know there is also a fourth healthy option to consider, which is to say no and not feel bad about saying that. And that is what we are going to learn today. How to say no without feeling any guilt.
So Anjali, how can we apply this tool in our real life? Like it sounds good, but
Yeah.
how to apply?
I can understand that it sounds good, but talking about applying it, it is just a certain do's and don'ts that you have to apply in your life. Because see, situations will vary.
Right.
Fine. So you have to, take care of these no's and yes.
Right.
So the first do is keep your no brief. Don't run around the bush. Be straight to the point and convey your no in a brief but brisk manner.
Right.
So that's the first thing. Second, don't leave the other person wondering whether it was a yes or a no. Fine, so be clear. If you are saying that no, Akansha, I don't want to go out with you. So you simply say that no, I don't want to go out.
Right,
Fine?
right.
Then the third is cushion your no with kindness. Remember, you shouldn't sound rude. The best way to make it happen is learn to say no with words of kindness. Like, Akansha, I appreciate your offer, but maybe we can plan it some other day. So, I'm still saying a no, being very clear, and I've cushioned it with kindness.
Right.
So, this way, neither you will point it out as a rude person, nor will the other person take rejection to heart.
Right.
So, that is about it. And one more thing that you can try is offer an alternative with your no. Like I just did with Akansha. No, I can't go out, but maybe we can plan
do
it some
another
other
day.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah?
right.
So yes, if you are saying no for a task where you don't want to invest your time and efforts, trade it off with something else. We humans love bargaining and trading off things. So that is one
Right.
thing. And the last one is support your no with reasons. Sometimes you really don't have a plan B to offer. Maybe I'm busy the whole week. I don't have my time to offer.
Right.
So what you can do here is but you can make sure that your no is still considered and valued. So support it with honest reasons. Fine, like I have a busy schedule, so I can't come out with this reason.
Right.
So no need to, lie around. Just focus on these do's and don'ts, and you're done.
I think these tips shared with you will make it easier for me as well as our viewers too.
I hope so. Yes.
Coming to the second tool, guys.
So, the second tool is self-forgiveness, which I like to call healing starts from within.
Okay.
So again, starting with a question that I have to ask you, Akansha, and to our viewers. When someone we love commits a mistake, we tend to forgive them because we know that we need it for us to have a healthy relationship with our loved ones. But do you think that we are the same when it comes to forgiving ourselves? Give it a thought.
Okay, I think it gets very difficult for us to forgive ourselves, honestly. Been there. It's because we are stuck in that loop where we see nothing but us as the culprit, right?
True.
And it feels like you are stuck. So it's difficult, honestly, it's difficult. So yeah.
I think our viewers can also relate with it, that when it comes to forgiving ourselves, we just, feel like, oh no, I'm so bad. We just keep on cursing ourselves.
Right.
But at this point, we forget that true self-forgiveness is an integral part of our personal transformation. And we realize it with time that without self-forgiveness, we are incapable of healing our inner wounds of shame, doubt, guilt, and also self-hatred. That makes self-forgiveness little important.
Right. And this all makes so much of sense to me, honestly. I believe it's indeed an important part to be gentle with ourselves. And to make this 2022 my year, your year, and step in with the right foot forward, I do need to learn how to forgive myself, and I think you also need to learn how to forgive yourself.
Yes. So to help you get rid of this emotional baggage of all the emotions that I just mentioned, I am sharing a 6-step prescription with you that is found to help people practice self-forgiveness. And trust me, I've tried it on myself. It has worked wonders for me. So here I am helping you start your journey of healing with the 6-step prescription. So the first thing that you have to do is make a list of everything that you want to forgive yourself for. Fine, so you can use a prompt here that I feel hurt and harmed by, and then dash. Fine, so what is that is making you feel heavy hearted, which you are seeking forgiveness for. Fine, second step, from this list you have to pick anyone. Now anyone, remember, baby steps. Fine, so any one thing, any one aspect, any one event that you want to work with. Fine, so that becomes the second step. After identifying that this is one thing that I want to forgive myself for, you address the emotions and feelings that it brings to you.
Right. So basically, you are actually explaining yourself that this is why you are sad or this is why you're feeling hurt.
Yes. And these are the emotions that particular event is
and I'm
carrying
feeling
for
sad
you.
about it.
Yes, or maybe guilty or self-hatred, as I mentioned.
Right.
So once that is done, you can use different tools. Like I used art therapy to find out that, alright, these are the emotions I'm feeling which are associated with this particular event in my life.
And you feel very light about it.
Yes, true.
Right? So with this, we also recommend you to see our mood tracker video, art therapy video, and other videos on CalmSage YouTube channel, so that you will understand in a much more elaborative manner what Anjali is talking about.
True, Akansha. Thank you for the tip. It will definitely help you identify the negative emotions that I am referring to. Fine. So moving forward with our prescription. Once you have identified the emotions, keep your emotion thinking lens away and put on the rational thinking lens.
Right.
So here are 2 prompts that will, help you work with it. First, what I did. So what you did in that particular situation, specified word by word.
Right.
Fine. Once you have explained it, your version of the event, the second prompt that you have to fill is the true, real, honest and pure reason behind the same was. So what was your intention? Like I yelled at my brother. So what was my intention? Maybe he was doing something wrong. Maybe it wasn't appropriate for the time.
Right.
So specify your reason. The last part of the prescription says resolution. Now this is the most interesting bit, because here once you are done with the emotion identification, you are taking the action. So how can you resolve this issue? Can you resolve it at first place? If yes, then go for it.
Right.
If not, then what changes you can make in yourself in regards to it? So for example, I can't go back and say that I will not yell at my brother, because that is done. So what can I do next time? I can evaluate the situation better and then make the decision, or then react to a given situation.
Right.
So this will help you stop making the same mistake again.
Right.
And most importantly, with that baggage taken off your shoulder, you're gonna take a sigh of relief and step in your journey of healing. And now finally, when you have taken that resolution, the action bit, you have to say to yourself, and this is, I think, that what makes this prescription very close to me and very nice, and something that I would recommend, that here you end by saying yourself that what I did was wrong and unkind, but it doesn't make me a bad person. Or you can fill it with any other belief that you're holding right now. Maybe I'm bad, maybe I'm not a good person, or anything of that sort. And we are giving you a prompt for the same, which says, I'm truly sorry for the pain I caused dash the event by doing so and so, and I've reflected on my actions and learned from that experience. The belief that because of what I've done, I am. So this way you remind yourself that that was an old belief and it is no longer serving you, and you can start your journey of being a good person, someone who's loving, caring, kind, hopeful, helpful, compassionate, because trust me, that is who you are. So,
Right.
how did you like it, Akansha?
I think that's what I'm saying. After understanding the whole thing, I would just, this is just my point of view, that this process is a little time taking. So, just don't think that this will all happen overnight.
True.
This will take time, because you will be going through a lot of mix of emotions actually. Sometimes you might be feeling low, but then it's your responsibility to take yourself in the right
True.
direction. So, give it a time, give it some time, and feel better after some time. All right, accept yourself unconditionally, however it is.
Very beautifully said, Akansha. I couldn't have put it any better.
So Anjali, you also have to tell me the same thing, that where can I subscribe to this 6-step self-forgiveness beautiful prescription?
Okay, so where else you can find such great tools other than Calm Sage? So here at Calm Sage, we are sharing with you the entire 6-step prescription with prompts. So all you have to do is sit and fill it up. Fine, so download it, save it, work with it, and please start your journey of healing now.
Right now. Okay.
Third tool, I statements. Take
make it.
ownership.
So Anjali, these two tools that you have shared with us are so far really interesting to make my 2022 actually better.
Thank you.
So I'm already excited for the third one. I honestly am. So what do you have in the store for us? The next tool.
Okay, so the third tool that I have to share with you is, well, that I will let you know, but do you also have a tool to share with our viewers?
Well, yes, I do, and that's a surprise element which will be revealed towards the end. So you have to keep watching the webinar for that.
Okay, so viewers, stick there with us to find out which surprise tool is Akansha referring to. So Akansha, imagine that you got into conflict with someone. How will you confront them? Viewers, you can also drop down your response in the comments.
Listen, what you did back there made me upset. You shouldn't have said it. I think that's what I'm gonna say.
Beep beep, error detected.
Okay? Okay. All right. So you think, was there any other way to resolve it?
Yes, there certainly is, and this is what I'm practicing currently in my life, and it is working pretty well. So this is I statement. It allows you to get out of the practice of blaming the listener and gets you in the habit of taking ownership of your feelings and doings. So what you said was,
So I never thought it was that interesting. Thanks.
I know. So I statements are even now identified as a very important communication tool, especially when we are talking of boundaries. A skill to practice self-care and more importantly to maintain healthy relationship with others, because no one likes to be blamed. So in fact, experts from different fields have now been focusing on the power of I statements and guiding people towards it. So how can Calm Sage miss on it? So here we are guiding you how to make I statement your tool for the year 2022.
Also, make sure that you watch our self-care videos on Come Sit with that.
Sure.
So why miss the I statements? Come on,
Yes.
tell us more.
Alright. So, there are 4 parts of I message and we will be addressing each one of them individually. And don't worry, we'll be giving you a worksheet for this as well. So, there is no excuse that, oh my god, I couldn't work because I didn't have the tool. We are providing you with all the worksheets to practice these tools. So, part 1 is that I feel. So, this is how you start. I feel. Here you express and state your feelings. You know,
Right.
I feel bad or I feel guilty.
Right.
After that, the second part is when you. This is when you tell the person, or you know, what you have observed is put here. That, you know, say, I feel bad when you talk with me in this tone.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Part 3 is because. In this part of the statement, you state your need. So, why do you feel bad? I feel bad when you talk to me rudely because I feel unwanted.
Right.
So, here your need is specified that you want to feel wanted or you want to
Right.
feel loved or cared or whatever it is. Then, coming to part 4, I would prefer that. You know, finally, you have to state your preference and what you wish from the other person, because simply saying that, you know, you hurt me or, you know, I didn't like the way you talk to me.
Right.
Fine, but then how do you want the other person to talk to you?
Right.
So, to complete it, I would say, I feel bad, Akansha, every time you cut me in between
Right.
because it makes me feel unwanted. So, I would prefer if you know, you could let me finish and then I would talk. So, you see how the conflict is resolved here?
Right.
So, that is what the I statement is all about.
Okay, I hope I didn't cut you anywhere. So, Anjali, actually, I'm feeling very good that you taught me this tool for making my 2022 better, and I hope our viewers also feeling good. So, this is actually used in the I statement. I am feeling good about it because I learned something new and
Yes.
better.
Yes.
So, yes.
So this is how you learn to take ownership of how you are feeling instead of making the other person feel, you know, being pointed at or being blamed for
Right.
whatever the situation is. So it will definitely, trust me, mark my words, will make your relationship with others better. And now, Akansha, it's time for your tool.
All right, coming up with a surprise tool, which is the anti-resolution tool.
Nice.
Yes.
So I am excited to know about the tool that you have to share with us, and I honestly can't wait to add it to my kit. And it already sounds interesting. So please, Akansha, start with it.
All right, so am I, very excited. So, Anjali, what is the one thing you can always relate with the new year? And like most of us can relate with the new year.
Okay, let me think. The first word that I associate New Year with, it might sound a little cliche, but it has to be resolutions. I can already see people around me and my social media flooded with, you know, resolution. This is my New Year resolution. This is the list, use it, and
right.
things like that.
And that's a bingo. That's a total bingo. Because that is the tool that we're going to discuss over here.
Don't tell me you are going to share with us the ways to maintain resolutions and fulfill them. Please don't tell me. That's what we are
All
working
right,
with.
it's different. It's very different from what you're thinking, and it's quite opposite to it. In fact, you know,
really?
I actually suggest why not to go for anti-resolutions this time. Forget about resolutions.
Okay, I'm all in.
About
Tell me more.
Anti-resolutions here. So this tool is all about that. You know, usually we end up creating resolutions that are unrealistic. That, you know, we all do that. I'll lose that much kg of weight. I'll do this stuff and that stuff, and making us feel bad about ourselves, right? So this time I suggest we go for a list of anti-resolutions.
Keep talking, girl. I'm all ears. This is so interesting.
All right. So an anti-resolution list is all about taking stock of the things you won't be able to do this year, which help you get specific about the small things that make up the parts of behaviors you don't like.
All right.
Okay. So here you take one specific thing out of your daily life. Instead of saying like, I will keep my home perfectly clean in this new year, say, I won't leave dishes in the sink overnight. And
Okay.
identify a tangible, more precise behavior is more easier to stick what you want, right?
All right.
And
Okay.
ta-da, you will have your year sorted.
Thank you for this surprise tool. I think this will change how I look at New Year and how I look at resolutions. You know, because I think psychologically speaking, that we try to practice more of what we can escape things.
Right.
So if I'm escaping something, it will be easier for me to work that way.
Actually, couldn't agree more to that fact. Same here.
And it's ready.
We are all set to start our new year with these tools, and we hope that you are also excited for the same. Now, what did you like, what you didn't, do let us know in the comment section below, and also which tool did you like the most.
Also, please do share it with your loved ones to make their new year better.
So wishing you and your loved ones a very happy new year.
Stay healthy, stay safe.